He said, she said, he said, she said, he said, she said, I'm not really with that. He said, she said, he said, she said, he said, ask that little bitch on my dictate. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, I running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. She said, ask that little bitch on my dictate. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. He said, she said, ask that little bitch on my dictate. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. I wake up, I put on my clothes, time to go check me a road. They touching me, shit to me, nothing, I really turned nothing to something. I used to be born like a bitch, I was told I was ugly. These bitches that they wanna touch me, now none of these niggas can touch me. The talent you thought I was spinning alone, I was working the phone. The talent you thought I was broken, I was just stacking my money. Yeah, the talent you thought I was down and out, I was down in the drought. I get the book and then ship it out, I'm very gangster. I know Victoria's Secret, I got the key to the streets. I got some niggas be trapping, they want it, they coming to me. Look, that bitch said she want me to fuck her just like I be fucking the beat. I told her that me and my nigga gon' be there putting the truth. My diamonds come right from the miners and I run the street with some lions. I trap like I run me a Kanye and rap like I run me a Ray. Posting that shit on the internet, you ain't gon' say to my face. Yeah, these industry niggas be pussy and I'm trying to give me a taste. She said, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. She said, I said, look bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay.
What's up, my family? How y'all doing? Brenda Atkins, Angel, All True, Nina Ray, Blessed 13, Miss Williams. How my people doing? Long time no see. Your brother King Markco been working hard. Nothing stop. Don't nothing change. Check this out.
Face. Look, these industry niggas be pussy and I'm trying to give me a taste. She said, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. She said, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay.
How my people been doing? Mildred, Sasha, Zena King. I miss each and every last one of y'all, but y'all know I've been working. And I'm working hard for us to bring the truth. That's why I came in this. Angel, what's good with it? Renee. Ain't nothing changed with the King. Tasty Tina, how you doing? Miss Danielle Lee. How you doing? Let's get it.
I got some niggas be trapping, they want it, they coming to me. Look, that bitch said she want me to fuck her just like I be fucking the beat. I told her that me and my nigga gon' be there at 20 to 3. My diamonds come right from the miners and I run the street with some lions. I trap like I run me a Kanye and rap like I run me a Ray. Posting that shit on the internet, you ain't gon' say to my face. Look, these industry niggas be pussy and I'm trying to give me a taste. She said, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. She said, I said, look bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. Trapping, that's my reputation. I like trapping, that's my reputation. I like flipping cars, reputation. They know me, they know my reputation. I like kissing bitch.
Why would I get 2 dislikes? I haven't been on it. I haven't been on YouTube. I haven't been bothering nobody. Why would I all of a sudden get 2 dislikes? All I've been doing was working and working hard.
reputation, dismissing bitches, reputation, flipping money, reputation, they know me, they know my reputation, you fucking dog, reputation, I got strange drugs, reputation, I might kill a thirst, reputation, they know me, they know my reputation, like a James, reputation, so my grandma house to drop off, that's my reputation, I got court cases, sheriff cases, reputation, they know me, they know my reputation, bitch, she said, ask that little bitch on my details, I'm not really with that, he said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it through the mail like eBay, he said, she said, ask that little bitch on my details, I'm not really with that, he said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it through the mail like eBay, he said, she said, he said, he said, she said, he said, she said, I'm not really with that, he said, she said, I'm not really with that, he said, she said, hello, he said, she said, ask that little bitch on my details, I'm not really with that, he said, she said, running the chat like relay, get it through the mail like eBay, he said, she said, body visit like the top of rock, he said, she said, body niggas like the top of rock, he said, she said, he said, she said, I'm not really with that, he said, she said, body niggas like the top of rock, body visit like the top of rock, yeah, he said, she said, he said, she said, hey, real and not real, single that way. Yeah.
What's good with it? What's good with it? Angel, Sasha, Gucci, Red Summer. Yep. That is my motivation, Red Summer. You absolutely right. Anybody that stand against the truth, care who you is, anybody. That's motivation for us all. T Gifted, Miss Kitty, imagine that. All True Me, Danger Zone. I told y'all a long time ago, we definitely in that. Starla Mack, Brenda Atkins, Lachey Jones. Man, I am so glad to see not just new people, but I got to keep it real. I am so glad to see the original ones just popping up like the soldiers we are. And it's not surprising, but I'm so glad to see it. Truly blessed. Zena King. Man, I'm telling you, I am so blessed. I'm not surprised, but it make me feel good, and it's bringing a hell of a smile to my face. That's what we do. Yep, how everybody been doing? How everybody been doing? I know I've been missing for a minute, but I've been working. I'm telling y'all, I'm putting something together for me to come back, and when I come back, it's nonstop, so I won't be missing. Like everybody love to say I'm missing in action. When I come back, it will be no more missing. We're going to get straight to work, and we're going hardcore straight to it. Y'all know how I move. Ain't nothing changed. The same way I'm moving even stronger than the way I was moving from when we all got introduced to each other. And we all know when that was. But I'm telling y'all, I'm moving stronger, and it's all for us. Ain't no ifs and buts about it. And it's all for the truth. That's why I came in this. Who can challenge me?
These niggas don't know my name, but I'm hard here better know the game. I was raised on the south side, but the west side is where that nigga came. I don't do that op shit, cause that op shit get a nigga changed. I don't fuck with that cop shit, cause them cops try to get a nigga framed. Got booked for some dumb shit, I ain't never say another nigga name. I was doing me, I was hitting stain. For the money, wasn't for the fame. Young fire flame, shot back with the killer's claim. Some babies didn't change, I just wish they had better aim. We similar, but we ain't the same. Grown man on me, niggas. I was in the village with the breed niggas. In the club once when they lead niggas. Know the town on the low end. Rock real with the hard head. VIP, TBC, tell her any street, give me my bread. Roll hard like Bezo. Definitely hit it like 2-4. Go fresh like new clothes. I shine brighter than a U-blow. 100 grand to the 100 spam. Put a man down on the money there. Pop shit like chemo. Run through the shuffle like D-Lo. It's all about that cash green. 7-4 with the flag green. Cops to ops to cops. Niggas bitches like drag queens. Illinois, Chicago. I'll blow the top off a Tahoe. The law like to put their hands on you. Fuck the slickers and the transformers. Rap shit, this the new brand. I'ma get a deal in due time. Real shit, nigga, you laugh. Get 2 grams on a blue line. Going hard in the meantime. Spit mean rhymes on the green line. We got homie P-Funk. He doing time for that pink line. Clock say that it's bread time. Ain't waiting long like the red line. Everybody got a deadline. I'm still ducking that bedtime. Conspiracy, no comparison. See more like than an area. Niggas say they won't be, they won't be vegetarian. They say I'm an animal, try to take them to a veterinarian. Shawty come, she with this shit, so I'ma put the pussy barbarian. Really city that heat blow, I'm half like it in an ego. Take it like no repo, I'm back, bitch, like D-Roll. Fresh off that injury, put me in a game, I'm killing niggas. Just killing down on Madison, but Michigan magnificent. I ain't even wanna do this shit, so hard told me to do this shit. I'm born crazy, got stupid shit. Gotta ask you like who is this? There was no time shit. Can't answer my time to teach. I got bars, die hard, fire piece. Fuck a Versace, I need a Bugatti and maybe Ferrari. Look, bro, why you watching me? Get the fuck back, cause you look like an option. You see me get high, astrology, smack me a bitch and don't get no apology. She shouldn't have been talking that shit like she wrote with the click and that money monopoly. I just got put in a lot of bitch that say I got picked out for the robbery. I figured I did it, but told myself when I come home, it ain't nobody stopping me. Definite shit is no probably nobody's fucking with me. I'm like, obviously, you rappers is whack. I've been holding back, now it's time to give you all of me. Bitch, I'm a leader, so follow me. Follow me right to the promised land. Niggas be acting like women, so soft and so timid, so tell them that I'm the man. Yeah, shorty, I'm the man. Reliable, fast, so trusting me. The niggas that hate say I'm ugly. The niggas, they bitches be fucking me. I am the man, I'm the shit, and there's nothing you people could do with this. Shorty, she riding so fast and so furious, sweating I'm ludicrous. The way that she moving her belly like Nelly, I think I'm a lunatic. They thinking I'm new to this, but I'm a veteran. Recipes, tuna fish, niggas this shit out of luck. Telling me maybe they think I'm addicted to drugs. I'm just addicted to love. I'm just addicted to women and spinning this dog. Tell them I'm killing you, Drake. Killing your mom, I'm starting to spin in your face. Homie, I'm taking my place. Sorry, I'm late. I just got out of the cage. Shout out to Quitty, she wrote. Shout out my mother, my brother, my sister, my folks. Shout out to Cody, you know that I'm pulling the indie shit, owe me some dough. Shout out to all of the women that gave me some bone. Niggas that hate that I'm home. Shout out to all of my people like Evil Knievel, I stunt and they carry the chrome. Shout out to Lil Herb, man. Man, shout out to Nikki, man. Baby, shout out to Shadrack, man. 5 and the 6, man. The cops, the ops, and the ops, the cops, man. Catch a cop, the body drop.
What's good? What's good? What's good with it? And I truly mean what's good with it. Man, when I say these words finna come out of my mouth, I miss each and every last one of y'all. They come from the top and the bottom of my heart. I really mean that. So don't think those just cool words or just something for me to kick the live off or whatever. It's all real. And I truly mean that. But what's good with it? Appreciate you, lovely, the great Nina Ray, Mildred. Y'all already know, imagine that. Yeah, I appreciate everybody coming in attendance. Let me say this. This what I do know. Or, so to speak, I don't know. One thing I don't understand is how can so many people come into a situation supposedly seeking justice and then turn around and it's something else other than that. To me, that's mind boggling. Don't care who you are. Because this, if y'all notice, when I had dropped that nail in the coffin, one thing I stress is that I came into that particular video to state only the truth. And not just the truth, because we all know the truth can lead to opinions. But facts, that's on another level. And that's all I did. And when I kept saying that I was only stating facts, the reason I said that was because my facts was things that we can think of logically, with logical thinking, that we can go and do our own personal research and make our own decision, not with what we seeing and what we hearing, not even what I was saying or what I was showing. My whole thing was to present things that was right there, not things that wasn't there. Don't make sense to focus on things that's not there. And in the situation we all came together, it didn't make sense to focus on things that was there. So we had to take it to another level. But what's crazy is that when you have people that come into a situation and it's to get justice, but it turned into something else. Can't no real work come out of that. We're gonna get justice, let's get it. Nothing changed with me. Absolutely nothing. And I really mean that. Nothing changed with me. There's no reason. Nothing changed with me. I've been accused of things that just, you know what? At this point, I could say it's outrageous, but to be honest, it's not even outrageous. It's a pattern, if y'all feel me. It's a pattern. So when you have things happening in sort of a speak of a pattern, then it shouldn't be surprising. Me being who I am, I would never dislike a person. I mean, for especially in this situation, for their own personal opinion. That's how we got here. How can I not have my own personal opinion when I had Miss Barbara in my motherfucking house? How can I not have my own opinion outside of everybody else? I'm not just saying a few people, I'm saying everybody. How can I not have that? I'm not entitled to that. So what happened? The norm, the pattern. Come on now. I'm not, I didn't come into this to play around. I, even when all the distractions was happening, we had to crawl before we walk. In this situation, we had to do more than crawl before we walk. We had to fight. We had to fight. We had to fight. So if you have people standing side by side that's fighting together, then what's the bullshit for? What's the reason? Gotta be a reason. It has to be. There's no way around it. I ain't been messing with nobody. I don't even care about that. To be honest, I hate to even talk about it. But one thing I will not hesitate to do is tell y'all the truth. What I'm going to lose? What am I going to lose from telling the truth? I wouldn't give a damn if I did lose something. I wouldn't care if it was one person watching my videos. I wouldn't care. Long as I know that somebody get it. And if that one person get it, hopefully it carry on. But the fact that right now is 90 people watching, man, I appreciate that. Why do I appreciate it? Because it's 95 people watching. I never understood how can a group of people come together for so-called justice and then it turned into something else. That's crazy. That's crazy. Not only is it crazy, it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. What are you looking for? What do you want from me? Y'all know I ain't been on YouTube. Every time I touch YouTube, y'all know. Just a couple days ago, I dropped a preview of what I got coming for us, just to give a glimpse of what's going on with the youth. Before a group of people to come together and want justice, and then it constantly turn into something else. That's a no-no. I ain't trying to go no back and forth. Who do that? And when I say things disrespectful, it's not just disrespectful to me. If we in this together, then what? It's disrespectful to us all. Even to the ones that's disrespecting us. What's the game? I mean, what is it? Do y'all recall a few videos I did? At the very end of the video, I said, if anybody have a problem with me, let's take it to YouTube and let the people make the decision. Can I please see it in the chat if anybody recall me saying that? That was the only thing I said at the end of the video. I said, if anybody have a problem with Markco, let's take it to YouTube and let the people judge. Because that's that's why we're here. Anybody. Do y'all recall me saying that? What reason would I say something like that? Just in the midst of, y'all caught it. I don't treat y'all. I don't expect anything other than from anybody else in the chat to be intelligent. I would be a damn fool to think that I'm the only one that's intelligent. I don't even think that's not even a thought. I'm doing what I'm doing. Who got a problem with that? I will say it again. If anybody have a problem with DeMarco, let's go live. Anybody. Let's go live and let the people make the decision. Point blank. That's not hard to do. If anyone have a problem with DeMarco, let's go live and let the people make the decision. Do y'all agree? I'm talking about anybody. Wouldn't that be the right way to do it? Because I'm saying that would be the right way to do it, because you're right, Miss Danielle. It's not, for number one, it's not hard. And then come on now. If we came in it together, then it should be no problem with addressing it with with all of the subs. We did everything else with the subs. If I done something wrong, I want to know. Because it can only be a couple things. It's either I done something wrong and I think I didn't do nothing wrong, or I'm being accused of doing something wrong and I didn't. Back and forth. Who do that? There ain't even no reason for that. Nothing changed with me. But what I want to speak on when I say the youth thinking is, if y'all recall that school shooting in Florida, where they had actually captured the shooter. I got a headache even talking about that shit, y'all. But where they actually captured the shooter. This guy was 19 years old, supposedly be 19 years old. But what we're about to do, we finna get into the mind of this guy. Y'all know how we do it. Let's do it.
The Marion County Sheriff's Office has released video from the April 20th shooting at Forest High School that left one.
Now, they saying that's the actual shooter that just ran into the school. That's video of the shooter. First, let me say this. Now, if y'all notice, and I know y'all have, and I know y'all do, but it seemed like the schools that we send our kids to have changed from a place for them to, we send them off in the morning supposedly with no worries, just a place for them to go learn something. That's all. But now these schools are turning into war zones. We got to worry about if somebody gonna come up in there shooting, if it's gonna be a false flag attack, if the government gonna pull a stunt to try to gain more of our rights, or if some deranged fool gonna actually come up in there and do something stupid, or a kid that's going through so much he feel he gotta bring a gun through school. We gotta go through all this when it was just supposed to be us getting up in the morning, sending our kid off to go learn something. Schools turning into prisons. I'm gonna go back. This is video of the supposedly shooter running into the school.
The Marion County Sheriff's Office has released video from the April 20th shooting at Forest High School that left one.
Now, the guy we all just saw run up the stairs with the guitar case, that's the shooter. He's the supposedly be shooter, allegedly. Go back one more time.
The Marion County Sheriff's Office has released video from the April 20th shooting at Forest High School that left one student injured. Former student Sky Boucher surrendered to a teacher and was arrested by school resource officer Jim Long. Much of this video was recorded by Deputy Long's body camera.
Okay, now, We're gonna see body cam of the one of the supposedly be arresting officers of the school shooter. This guy fired one shot. According to what he said he came in to do harm. He saw a female student. She broke down, started crying, and it supposedly got to him. So all he did was fire a shot through a closed classroom door. Couldn't see on the other side. He fired one shot, and tragically, well, another student was on the other side of the door. He couldn't see the student. He didn't know, but he fired a shot, according to what he's saying. He fired a shot, and the student got hit. And then after that, he gave himself up. But still, we're gonna get into it, and let's pay attention to everything. If paying attention to everything is y'all, and I ain't being funny when I say this, y'all. We at this point, from what we've been through, man, we damn near got paying attention to everything. We should have that damn near perfected. Ain't nothing wrong with paying attention, right?
Right here. Hold on. Secure. What the hell is that? What's that? 996 996 Baron. I think it was a signal 35. If you could send me signal 55 C hallway. Hey, lock this school down.
Now, like I just said, we send our kids off to a place called school, a place for them to learn. But I'm telling y'all, these schools in America are becoming a war zone. If it's not by some deranged fool walking off the street, and they not gonna say, oh, he was on medication, that they pumping into him, like they pumping into all these kids, a lot of these kids. People, I'm telling y'all, if your kid require attention, let's give it to our kids. Because if we leave it up to these people, they're going to pump our kids with medication. They're going to put so much medication in them, they're going to fucking start thinking suicide. Kill everything around them. Let's pay attention. Let's pay attention. Every tragic like this happens, what the first thing they say? Oh, he was on medication. Of course. Look what y'all giving them. Look what they prescribing to us. They don't want us to think clearly.
Who was it? What happened? What happened? 996 Baron. I have a shotgun in the hallway laying on the ground. Did we lock the school down?
Wow. This guy walked up in a high school with a shotgun, but we all saw him running to school with it inside of a guitar case. But it's a bigger question. When I say it's a bigger question, we have to ask ourselves this. What would make kids want to do this? Come on now. Every kid go through something in school. But look at it at this point. It's at a high rate, an alarming rate. It's excelling every single day. What would make a kid feel so much pressure that he have to run up in a school with a shotgun? Not just this situation. On the streets, period. Listen. About 2 weeks ago, I was on the street doing some filming. Just so happened while I'm doing some filming, a shooting happened. Later on, it's on the news. I make a comment on YouTube, and I was going to show it, but I changed my mind. I make a comment on YouTube that a tragic happened, and I'm about to show it while I'm filming. It shows you people thinking, which is so low. some people actually thought that I sat there and just literally like film a murder. Like I knew, like, come on, let's murder somebody and film. It just shows you the different level of people thinking. And then with this YouTube thing, it I want to say it does things to people where the truth don't matter. What matter is attention, likes, subscribers. Forget the truth. I'm gonna go up some because I want to get to the meat of this. Hell, put your hands behind your back. Down on the ground. What the hell? Put your hands behind your back. Everyone out. Okay, stop right there. Stop right there. Who is he?
He shot through the door, but he doesn't know which way.
996, Burn. I have one in custody. They're saying he's a shooter. Did anyone see him?
No, he was outside. He came down.
Do you go to this school? What the? Now, he just asked the guy. First, he questioned everybody. He asked everybody, all the students in the classroom, who was this guy? Obviously, they all said, you know, he ain't supposed to be here. He the shooter. He questioning, apparently, I mean, it looks like a teacher or some sort of that he's talking to standing next to him. But he asked the guy, did you go to this school? Guy said no. So right off the back, he's a suspect. Right off the bat. Why are you here? Right, go out. Everyone out. Hey, keep them right there. 996, Burn. I got one in custody. He's saying he's the shooter. The hallway upstairs room. What room are we in? D229. The signal 0 is still in the hallway.
Room D229 upstairs. People are responding in room D229 upstairs. Signal 0 is still in the hallway.
Yeah, it looks like they locked all the doors. We're going to need to go up building.
If someone, hold on just one. You'll secure the gun for now. It's in the hallway. Secure. There's another one in the restroom. Okay.
I'm sorry, sir.
Are you kidding me? Now listen. Did y'all hear what he just said? The shooter. He stopped and turned around and told the police. He said, "Look, I'm sorry. I wasn't raised by the right people." Wow. Did y'all hear that? I'm gonna go back. But my whole thing is to show the thinking of the youth of today. Wait. Secure. There's another one in the restroom. Okay.
I'm sorry, sir.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know. In the 45 area, the front doors of the main building are all up. I'm walking around the inside.
Are you serious?
I don't know why.
Don't say another word. Don't say another word. Do you have anything else on you?
No, sir.
Do you have any other weapons on this campus? Do you have any other explosives on this campus?
Sir, I put all my stuff on the table behind you, sir. Shells and the knife.
Now, they're about to show, if y'all just heard him, he told the police asked him, do you have any explosive? Do you have any more explosive? Do you have any more weapons? He told the cop, no, I put everything on the table behind you. So let's look what he had left.
The right side of the school.
How did you get up here with a shotgun? You just carried it up here?
Yes, sir.
How did you get up here with a shotgun? You just carried it up here?
Yes, sir.
How did you get up here with a shotgun? You just carried it up here?
Yes, sir.
How did you get up here with a shotgun? You just carried it up here?
Yes, sir.
Y'all see what I'm saying? And I know it's not even about what generation or what age bracket we all fall into this particular live right here. What's important is I know it got to be a lot of us that that went to these institutions, which is called schools, just to try to learn something. But and not one time have we thought to bring a gun to school to like do some what's going on today. I ain't gonna lie. Some of us probably did bring guns to school, but not to do what's being done today. Come on now, to just walk up in the school and just start gunning people down. What's going on? Gotta be something going on. It has to be something going on other than what we looking at. I can tell y'all this. It's an attack on the youth of America. On the youth, especially. Y'all already know. Like I was saying, I was filming about 2 weeks ago, and a shooting happened, and it was all over the news. But it was crazy in the midst of me filming. I hear like 15, and I'm not exaggerating, 15 shots. It's going on so much, y'all. It's going on so much and non-stop that it's crazy. Everywhere you turn. Since Monday, this past Monday, to yesterday, from Monday to Tuesday, which was yesterday, 14 people, mostly kids, have been shot in Chicago. What I was doing before I came into the Kanika Jenkins thing, I was working with a bunch of kids. And it's all documented. And you can see it, everybody can see it on YouTube. I was working with them. That has always been my character. If you can't, I'm trying to stay on track, y'all. It ain't hard, but it ain't easy. Look, it's an attack on our kids, on the youth. Because a lot of us in the chat, let's be honest, a lot of us older, we're not going to be here forever. Who think that? So who is going to go to? The youth. But they being exterminated. They're being exterminated. And if they not being exterminated, they being changed over. So more importantly, it won't be no men left. Not to start a new generation. In Chicago, in Chicago every other month they hiring thousands and thousands of new police officers. But you don't see them on the street nowhere. I'm gonna show it to y'all. You don't see them on the street nowhere. Not that a lot of people depend on them, because we don't. I'm finna show y'all what they doing. I'm talking about the youth. the streets. What's going on? Every time you turn around, somebody getting killed. It's crazy because damn near everybody I grew up with, they didn't die from natural causes, from living in the city of Chicago. They didn't die from that. They died from violence. That's crazy. That's crazy. In Chicago, you got, it seems like everybody walking around armed, legally and illegally. You got the people carrying legal arms because they worry about the people that's carrying the shit illegally. They got to protect themselves. You can't get mad at them for that. Only a smart person would do that. Protect you and yours. But here it is. You got this 19-year-old that decided to run up inside of a high school that he used to go to with a shotgun inside of a guitar case and fire through a classroom door, hitting the student, and then giving himself up. Okay, we can say it's good that he gave himself up. Yeah, and it is. It's good that he only fired one shot and he gave himself up. That's beyond good. That's great. But the fact that he even wanted to do it, we have to pay attention that something is happening where our kids are being placed in a situation where they have so much pressure where they do things like this. A lot of us may say, well, my kid won't do it. How you know that? I can't say that. I mean, I would want that. I would like hope my kid would never do nothing like that. But how can we honestly say that? Especially in the world we living in now. You never know. Not just our kid, the person that's standing next on the side of you. You never know. You never know. And then the first thing come out this kid mouth, I wasn't raised by right people. One thing that stood out to me with not just what he's saying, his way of saying it. He sound like he got some military experience. I'm just saying that's just my opinion. If you listen to the way he's speaking, to be 19 years old, could be a false flag, could be real. But look at what he. It's crazy.
How did you get up here with a shotgun? You just carried it up here? Are you kidding me? Holy cow. Right here. Is there anybody else with you?
No, sir. I'm the only one.
You're the only one?
Yes, sir. Are you sure you're the only one? Yes, sir, but I'm telling you, your world's gonna.
There's a but. What is the but?
Man, you don't freaking tell us everything. No, I'm saying that there's today day in Columbine, so other people are gonna do what I do. Just because. Do you know of other people that are I'm a lone wolf. There's no one else that I work with.
See, and y'all, we gotta take this stuff serious. He's a 19-year-old, and he's telling the police, "Look, I done this by myself. I don't have no co-conspirators. I'm a lone wolf. Look, but I can tell you, other people are gonna do this." This is what he said. He said, "Look, I've done this by myself, but I can promise you this: other people gonna do this." Why would he say something like that at 19 years old? Come on now. This for real.
There's a but. What is the but?
Man, you don't freaking tell us everything. No, I'm saying that there's today day in Columbine, so other people are gonna do what I do. Just because. Do you know of other people that are I'm a lone wolf. There's no one else that I work with. I'm telling you the truth. All right, there's no reason for me to right now. I gave up after one shot. I'm telling you everything I know. The kid you shot, was he a random kid or something? I shot through the door. I didn't know the gun would even work. I just wanted to scare you. I didn't even know this. You know that doesn't make any sense, right? Well, yeah. What's
Now he just told he just told the police he shot through the door, but he didn't know if the gun really worked. See what I'm saying? The youth way of thinking.
sense does that make to you? It's hard to understand. You haven't gone through mental illness. So you got. I'm not saying that this is. Do you have a mental disorder?
And I tell y'all that always, I guarantee you, it's always gonna pop up. Mental illness. What's going on today? It's gonna get to a point, even if someone not on medication, they gonna declare your ass and me is having a mental illness. If you disagree with them, you have a mental illness. Because if they don't make you have one, you better have one.
Everyone in my family is either bipolar or schizophrenic. Okay, are you bipolar or schizophrenic? I've been to a mental hospital once and they told me I was fine. They just medicated me. They said I was good. Good. No, sir.
You're right, Gucci. Mental disorder is a good defense. Not for the person that's being charged, for the people that's pumping this medication out to especially the youth that's supposedly curing up whatever that's going on. But it's turning these people, not just kids. If you're taking a medication and it make you contemplate suicide, something wrong. Especially if you wasn't contemplating suicide before you started taking the medication, then that means that we're being experimented on, if that happened. And it's working. We can clearly see it. How can we deny it?
Do you feel like you're messed up? Aside from today's events? Well, sometimes, I just don't feel anything. It's hard to describe because no one believes me. People kind of think it's kind of funny. All right, Scott. B-O-U-C-H-E? Yes, sir.
Y'all, that's it. That's enough of that video. I just wanted to really just touch on the basics. And like I said, what our schools turning into is going from, it has went from a place where we send our kids off to learn something, and it's now become a war zone. And it's crazy. We got to worry about if our kid coming home after we send them off, whether it's grade school, whether it's high school or college. What the world we live in has become. Why? We all know, because we all woke over here. Listen, I will bring the truth. I will point my people in the right direction. Even if the direction I point my people is the wrong direction, I expect y'all to say, hey, well, brother, and I know y'all will. Say, this direction, we found something over here, we need to be doing this, and then we're going to do it. I appreciate everybody coming in the chat. Made me feel good, brought a tremendous smile to my face. You know, we all still working because don't nothing stop. And again, we all heard what I said earlier. If I done something wrong, let's take it to YouTube and let you all make the decision. Ain't that fair? Isn't that the right thing to do with anybody that accused the Markco of anything? That's only fair. That's only fair. Am I right? It's only fair if there's a problem in any direction, let's go live and let you all make the decision. Because we're all addressing it together. That's what we do. That's exactly what we do. That's the only thing we do.
He said, she said, he said, she said, he said, she said, I'm not really with that. He said, she said, he said, she said, ask that little bitch on my dictate. I'm not really with that. He said, I run in the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. She said, ask that little bitch on my dictate. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, run in the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. She said, ask that little bitch on my dictate. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, run in the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. I wake up, I put on my clothes, time to go check me a road. You touching me, shit to me, nothing, I really turn nothing to something. Nothing that's left. I used to be born like a bitch, I was hurt, I was ugly. These bitches, they wanna touch me, now none of these bitches can touch me. The talent you thought I was spinning alone, I was working the phone. The talent you thought I was broken, I was just checking my money. Yeah, the talent you thought I was down and out, I was not in the drought. I get the book and I ship it out, I'm everything gangster. I know Victoria's Secret, I got the key to the streets. I got some niggas be trapping, they want it, they come to me. Look, that bitch says she want me to fuck with this man, I be fucking the beat. I told you that me and my niggas gon' be there at 20 to 3. My dollars come away from the Mayans, and I run the street with some lions. I chop like I run me a Kanye, and rap like I run me a Rick.
Y'all be on the lookout. Me and Nina Ray finna expose a Chicago politician that got a child by his daughter. Be on the lookout. Coming soon.
Posting that shit on the internet, you ain't gon' say to my face. Yeah, these industry niggas be pussy and I'm tryna give me a taste. She said, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. She said, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. Hot trapping, that's my reputation. I like trapping, that's my reputation. I like flipping cars, reputation. Yeah, they know me, they know my reputation. I like kissing bitches, reputation. These missing bitches, reputation. Flipping money, reputation. They know me, they know my reputation. You fucking dog, repetition. I'm a change first, repetition. I'm a killer first, repetition. They know me, they know my repetition. Michael James, repetition. So my grandma house, the trap house, that's my reputation. I got court cases, sheriff cases, reputation. They know me, they know my reputation. She said, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. She said, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. He said, she said, he said, he said, she said, he said, she said, I'm not really with that. He said, she said, I'm not really with that. He said, she said, hello. He said, she said, Ask that little bitch out my details. I'm not really with that, he said, she say. Running the trap like relay, get through the mail like eBay. She say, body visit like a tumble. She say, body niggas like a tumble. She say, I'm not really with that, he said, she say. Body niggas like a tumble. Body visit like a tumble. Yeah, he say, she say. Hey, real and not real, shake me like that.